Tonight, all options are on the table as President Trump weighs his next move in Iran. Our military assets are shifting to the region as the country's rogue regime continues to target innocent protesters. The Iranian people are calling for change, pushing to get out from under the thumb of an oppressive regime. But is revolution really possible? Navid Mohebbi was a political prisoner in Iran and now serves on the advisory board for the National Union for Democracy in Iran, and he joins us now. Navid, as someone who was once a political prisoner there in Iran, tell me about the Iranian justice system and tell me about, generally speaking, what you think the people of the country are feeling right now.
Thank you, Laura, for having me on. I really appreciate this invitation. Because of the Islamic Republic's 47 years of brutal rule, there are millions of Iranians with stories like mine, many of them far worse. I know that President Trump watches this show, so I want to use this moment. It has been more than 2 weeks since the Iranian people rose up with extraordinary courage. Millions of Iranians, men and women, have taken to the street across the entire country, standing up against one of the most brutal regimes on earth. As you have followed in the news, the regime has already killed more than 12,000 and up to 20,000 people. If I put this into perspective for our American audience watching this show, that's more than 5 times the total number of people killed on September 11 and October 7 combined. This level of mass killing and crime against humanity is almost unheard of in modern history. You really have to go back to the World War II to find out something comparable. What's happening right now is a historical test, not just for Iran, but for the entire world. And I think that there's one leader in the world, there's one leader who can step in, stop this catastrophe, and actually change the course of history. This is one of those moments that, in my opinion, will be written about for generations to come. And I think President Trump's legacy is underlined here as well, and in the best possible way. I think his administration has a rare opportunity to refine Americans' global leadership by standing up with the people that are begging for freedom. I think supporting the Iranian people isn't just the right thing morally, and I'm not saying this as an Iranian American, but I really believe that it serves American national interest, weakening a regime that funds terrorism, destabilizes the Middle East, and threatens the global security, including President Trump's life. And I think President Trump has already shown something no other American president has shown. He's the only US president who is not afraid of this regime. He put them in their place by eliminating Qasem Soleimani a few years ago, the world's most notorious terrorist. He enforced real deterrence against the regime. And as we saw a few months ago, he dismantled the nuclear program. And today, Americans can really see why that mattered. If a regime that is capable of slaughtering 20,000 of its own people, you can only imagine what it would do with a nuclear weapon.
Navid, I think we're all paying very close attention to everything going on over there. This president has been very clear. He stands with the people of Iran, and he's willing to back them up. And I think a lot of people look at what's going on and they say, now feels like it is the time for real change, for the possibility of real change in Iran. Take a listen to this.
People are being slaughtered in the streets. If that's not a distraction, that's a moment where we need to act. The idea we're dealing with the most vicious regime on the planet who desires to destroy the state of Israel, kill us, purify Islam. If you don't understand this is the biggest moment for change since the fall of the Berlin Wall, you're missing a lot.
Ayatollah Khamenei has been the supreme leader there since 1989. Do you think we're finally approaching a change in leadership for the better?
Absolutely. You know what? I always say that this is a battle that should be fought and won by the Iranian people. As you have witnessed over the past 2 weeks, Iranians have been in the street bravely fighting against a regime that is armed to the teeth and is willing to kill to the last person. But something is different right now. We have a president in the United States who is willing to support the Iranian people. He understands that the end of this regime, helping the Iranian people, is in the national interest of the United States. As Senator Lindsey Graham mentioned, this is a regime that has funded Hamas for October 7. This is a regime that is supporting Hezbollah and all terrorist proxies in the world, and with its ballistic missile program and nuclear program is threatening the world. Something I really want to mention to our American audience is that right after September 11, ordinary Iranians showed real solidarity with the United States. People in the street in Tehran lit candles in the street. They condemned the attack. They told us everything we need to know about Iranians, that they stand with the United States. Iranians are one of the most pro-American society in the Middle East and perhaps in the world. And I think that a free Iran, one that has normal relationship with the United States and Israel, could even expand President Trump's initiative of Abraham Accords and perhaps turn it into a Cyrus Accord. And I think that Cyrus Accord is an initiative that can build sustainable peace in the Middle East for the entire world. And let's not forget that Iran has the largest oil and gas reserves in the world, and Iran can be an energy partner for the United States, for the world. And as I said, we are in a different situation right now. We have a president who is a man of action. He doesn't say something that he doesn't follow up. And I think that the world is watching President Trump, and I have no doubt that he will do the right thing.
Amen to that. Well, listen, all of the things you just said sound good. We like peace in the Middle East. We like peace around the world. And we are certainly praying for the people there on the ground in Iran and for the right thing to happen. So, Navid, thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. We appreciate it.